So getting consistent launches with this car has not been the easiest thing to do, mainly because it's just got regular street tires on it, and you know, the Ecoboost engines do kind of make a lot of low-end torque, or they can, so consistently launching a modified EcoBoost car can be kind of a pain and a challenge. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can use a trans brake, which a lot of people do, but I opt not to use a trans brake because it's more stress on the car, and I've already broken enough, so that's the least I want to do. I think there's a better way of launching the car, and that's with brake boosting. I know that in second gear, I can get up to about 3,000 RPM or so, just about, before it starts spinning the wheels. That's all the stock torque converter will allow me to do. That's as far as it will go before it starts spinning the wheels. So then the challenge is, being able to quickly get the car in second gear and get to about, 3,000 RPM without going over and spinning, without going under, and not having enough RPM for enough boost for a nice launch. It's a tricky balance you have to play, and it's really hard to be consistent at it. And a lot of times you'll end up slowly doing it, and then you're just cooking your converter. You're raising temps in transmission, trying to get that perfect launch. Never the same, no matter what you do. Every time you launch a car, it is different, and that's a problem. Except I have a solution to it, of course. So with that said, in this video, I'm going to start off by putting together my custom DIY launch control system for Buster. And we're going to see if a couple $100 worth of parts can get this EcoBoost car launching consistently and fast as hell every single time. So now I know I got you wondering. Let's take a look at what I have. The first component I need, and really the main component that's going to make all of this work, just came in today. So in this box is pretty much the meat and potatoes of the whole system. And this is the part that's responsible for the consistency of launches more than anything. The other parts that will eventually come have nothing to do with consistency and more or less just to enhance the system altogether. This is the most important part, which I'm about to unbox. So in this box is maybe a product you've heard of, maybe not. I don't know. All I know is I've had my eyes set on it for a while now. And I'm finally getting around to putting it in Buster. So in this box, and under all of this bubble wrap, if we peel back the layers, what we'll find is this right here. What is this? True launch limiter. This device here, along with its accompanying harnesses, I should say. This thing here basically allows you to dial in a specific RPM when your foot is all the way down on the gas pedal. And this has a really cool party trick with this separate harness right here, which this harness then plugs in line with the brake pedal and the brake pedal sensor, more or less. And basically what this does is intercept the brake signal, the ground and the positive signal from the brake pedal switch. And it will tell this to activate or deactivate depending on if you're on or off the brake pedal. So the way it works essentially is when your foot is on the brake, when you are essentially brake boosting the car, this will limit your RPM to wherever you set at, and then when you let off the brake, it deactivates or bypasses this whole thing, and your car sees 100% throttle, and then boom, you're off. So that's how you get consistent launches. It's right here. Now, unfortunately, it was supposed to come with a relay, and it has not. There's no relay. That's fine, I have relays. The installation's pretty simple other than mounting it. So this harness just plugs between your accelerator pedal, as you can see there. And then this part goes to the controller, and then these I think go to the other little harness that plugs in between the brake pedal, and I need a relay. So other than that, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple to wire it all in. Basically, all you gotta do is connect these wires, everything else is plug and play. All right, so here it is. I just got everything plugged together finally after getting the instructions off the website. So got these wires going here to a 4 pin relay, and then 2 wires there coming from this harness. And once I verify everything works, I'll beautify this and loom it and make it match the rest of it. But now we get to go out and put it in the car and see how it works. Because let's be real, that's all you care about, including myself. And honestly, that was the hardest part of the whole thing, was just putting 4 wires together. Everything now is plug and play, which is nice. So like I said, I don't really have any rhyme or reason at the moment as to how it's put in until I verify it works and everything's all hunky-dory. So I was gonna put these up here real quick. All right, cool. So that's there. And then we have this part of the harness, which goes, I'm just gonna pull this down real quick. There it goes. Yeah, plugs in between here. This is the brake pedal sensor, brake position sensor. Get out of there. All right, cool. That, and this end plugs in. Like that. Cool. All right, put that back in place. So now the last piece of the puzzle here is just plugging the harness into the controller. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Now it's just a matter of getting in the car and seeing if this actually works. All right, so I'm out and about, stopped on a piece of road here, so we're gonna see how this all works. So I got it down here, just have it where I can kind of hold it. I'm assuming it should only work if my foot's on the brake pedal. So it's in park, but it should still limit my RPM, right? So I ain't doing nothing there. So let me switch it up a notch. No. But you know what? I don't even hear that relay. I don't even hear that thing activating. No, it's not. Why is this not working? Of course I waste gas to come out here to make the video and it's not working. It wouldn't be a Karz Kreated video if things actually went right. Well, back home, I guess. Let's figure this out.
A few minutes later.
Well, so after a little bit of troubleshooting, I figured out what was wrong. Because I did not hear the relay switching over, so I knew it had something to do with that. Come to find out, one of the wires that was supposed to come off the brake position sensor as a ground was not correct. At least not for Buster. So I have it going to a ground, chassis ground right there where the blue wire is. And now, if I put my foot on the brake, hear the relay switch over, which also means now the controller is getting power. Because if I put my foot on the brake, and if you look inside there, when I put my foot on the accelerator pedal, a little green light comes on, meaning it's doing stuff. Whew, so that's good. After I sweated my ass off. All right. So now, AC, good. Here we go then. Now it should be doing something. Foot on brake. That's all she's giving me. Okay, now that you load it up. Okay. All right. Another click. Foot to the floor. Okay, I know we can get to about 3,000 RPM. We're getting there. Woo. Okay, I started spinning the tires there, which is unusual. Usually it takes more RPM for it to spin the tires. Okay, so now I just need to go on the road and actually try to launch the car. Now that we got it working, always got to be something. Oh man, hold on, I gotta help some wildlife real quick. Kind of in my way anyway. Come on, man. You're on the road. I have to pick him up. Here we go. I'm on. It's all right, bud. Come over here out of the way. I don't know which way you're trying to go. I just want to get him out of the road. There we go. Oh, poor guy. I don't want him to get hit. You all right, bud? You all right? It's okay. It's all right. Okay, come on. Come on. Stay out of the road. Ay, ay, ay. Because Lord knows people will not pay attention around here. They'll just run him right on over her. I don't know. They used to have burrows all over here, and they've been building and building, and they're moving them out of their homes. And now they're just all over the place. They don't have nowhere to go. Oh, what are you gonna do? Go out on the road here. Okay, so stop. Foot to the floor. Nope, started spinning. I gotta bring her down a notch. Foot to the floor. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if I put it in drag mode. That's usually the mode I'm in anyway. Oh, you know why? Because dumb me, I'm not launching in second gear. That's my stupid fault. Oh boy. All right. Well, then that changes everything. Second gear. Yeah, stupid. All right, so I realized that I almost have the controller maxed out, and that was just about to roast the tires. Oh my goodness. So let me just back it down just one. All right. Come to a stop. Second gear. Foot to the floor. Let go. Full throttle. Oh my God. Oh man. That was a difference. Holy crap. Oh my God. That was about to take off. Whoa. Looks like Kirk's gonna need better tires now. One thing after another. Oh, I gotta do that again. That was fun. All right, come to a stop. Second gear, foot to the floor. It just makes it easy because I know every time I do that, it's going to be the same launch every time. Now, I noticed it kind of eases the RPMs up to where I set it. It just slowly, I wish it was more like an instantaneous, you know, but it takes it easy, which is probably a good thing, but I want it more of an instantaneous thing. I wonder what this looks like from the outside of the car. All right, man, I'm pretty happy so far. It worked exactly the way I wanted it to, that I expected it to. It does take a minute or so to get to my target RPM. I wanted it to be instantaneous, mainly so I don't heat up the torque converter so much, waiting for the RPMs to build and to build boost. So that's why I wanted this kind of setup, so it can just be like, gone. But if I can get those small little things figured out, man, it works exactly the way I need to. Second gear, brake pedal on, foot to the floor, wait until it's where it needs to be, let off the brake, and it's every time it will do the same launch every single time. And I can adjust it. I can always adjust it to have more or less, but I don't have enough brakes, you know, like it's got to be around 3,000 RPMs with a stock torque converter. You get a high stall converter on there, and then all hell will break loose with something like this. So, and I think this is such a better way, personally, I think this is a better way of launching the car than using a trans brake. The main reason is you're loading up the suspension. You saw how the back end will dip down. You're not just going on, off, and shocking the components with a bunch of torque. You're kind of loaded up already with that torque, and then you just kind of let it do its thing. I think it's a better way of doing it, especially for a street car, you know. Maybe in a all-out race application, trans brake is the way to go. But I don't want to be braking my trans using a trans brake. You know what I'm saying? Also, axles. The stock half shafts are not the strong point on these cars. They can only handle so much. Trans brakes always snap half shafts on these cars. Anywho, I'm pretty happy. Now the next bit of this whole setup will hopefully build a little bit more boost off the line. It's already, like, if I let it get all the way to its max RPM, it will shred the tires. You know, if I can get another PSI or two, you know, since I can't get more RPM out of the stock converter, that would be great, because on a stickier tire, yeah. And then if the YouTube gods bless me with another great video, you know, who knows? Maybe a torque converter could be on the way. Maybe. It certainly ain't now, because they're really expensive, and I'd rather just buy a whole nother piece of crap car to work on than one piece for this car. Have I ever told you these cars are really expensive to work on? Holy crap. Anywho, I'm pretty happy. So hopefully you liked the video. It's gonna be it for this video, and until the next video, you know what to do. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share with everyone you know. If you want to see more content like this and you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Keep a lookout for the next Karz Kreated video.